Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. just had their final face-off before fight night, and it was nothing short of intense. With emotions running high and the pressure of the main event looming, both fighters came in with something to prove. But if you ask the fans, this isn't the fight they wanted to see. For weeks, this matchup has been under fire. Critics say Roach doesn't have the star power or the resume to be sharing the ring with someone like Tank. And fans are questioning why Tank, who has openly said that 2025 will be his last year in boxing, is taking fights like this instead of challenging the biggest names in the sport. Now, with all the tension leading up to this bout, the final face-off was bound to be explosive, and it did not disappoint.
When the people that who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't do shit. Wait,
for
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
He got the whole hood over there.
Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever y'all
I don't care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get fucked up over here. What do I look like getting fucked up?
Okay. Okay.
That shit.
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up.
From the moment Tank arrived, you could feel the energy shift in the room. Cameras were flashing, fans were yelling, and all eyes were locked on the two fighters as they stepped up for the final stare down. Tank, as always, walked in with the confidence of a man who has nothing to prove. His body language was relaxed but intimidating, and that makes him nothing but scary.
Tank Davis.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
Roach, on the other hand, came in looking hungry, determined, and ready to prove everyone wrong. He knows the world is doubting him. He knows the majority of the boxing community believes he doesn't stand a chance. All the pros are favoring Tank to get the job done easily. And that's exactly why Roach looked so locked in.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, you know, obviously, Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
It wasn't just the typical stare down. It was personal. These two have a history dating back to their amateur days, and Roach has never beaten Tank. Not once.
We fought twice in the same tournament. So, yeah, and we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
You fought in the regionals and then fought again in the nationals?
Yeah, so So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore in his hometown. You know, it was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. We sent the. There was like an incident where a point got taken from both of us, and it only should have been him, or whatever the case may be. And we sent the tape to USA Boxing, and USA Boxing sent us an at-large bid to go to the Nationals.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, and then they put us on two different sides of the bracket, and we met up in the championship.
And he took it again.
Yeah, he won a close fight, man. And I
Too
thought
close.
I won that one too.
Every time they fought in the amateurs, Tank came out on top, and he's made sure to remind Roach of that every chance he gets. Roach, however, isn't the same fighter he was back then. He's coming into this fight with a chip on his shoulder, knowing that this might be his only chance to shock the world. Despite the heated nature of the face-off, the reality is, this fight isn't what fans wanted to see. With Tank's retirement supposedly coming in 2025, every fight from here on out should be meaningful. The kind of fights that define legacies.
That's why I don't want to box anymore. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have two girls, two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
Fans expected him to be chasing the biggest names in the sport at this stage. Instead, he's taking on a fighter who, while skilled, hasn't proven himself at Tank's level.
I know Lamont Roach, but, you know, when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at, you know, these other fights that he should really be fighting, you know, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and, but don't come and come at me and go, oh yeah, let's give it all, you know, Barry Big Bollocks and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over and then you fight for 15 million and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered, I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. You know, but was it Unquell didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer. First offer.
There was room to negotiate there.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
The only person who has Lamont Roach winning this fight is his own brother. Now that speaks volumes. Let's be real. There's no real hype behind this fight. There's no long-standing rivalry, no dramatic storyline, and no real reason to believe Roach is the guy to push Tank to his limits. According to Eddie Hearn, it's not a terrible fight, but it's not a huge fight either. And that's the best way to put it. The reality is, fans wanted to see Tank versus Shakur Stevenson. That's the fight that actually carries weight.
The fight has got to happen. There's no way the fight don't happen. The best of the best versus the best, and I can't wait for it.
What would happen between you and Gervonta?
I'm going to win, for sure, 100%. I think that a lot of people going to bet the other way, and a lot of people going to lose money, but the people who bet this way are going to win money.
Tank and Shakur have been beefing for years, throwing shots at each other online and in interviews. There's history there. There's real drama.
6, 7 more fights and I'm naming names. One of the guys, obviously, you and Shakur got into it on Twitter. You was like, you wanted them 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
For sure?
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Do you think that's going to be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Because he a good boxer, nigga. Like, that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right.
His power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You don't think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Hey, go look at his fight.
So you
I
feel like
probably
that's
picked him on
easy
game,
work?
probably tighter. Yeah,
Hold on, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like,
come on, bro.
Roach, meanwhile, is just seen as another opponent, a stepping stone for Tank to get another W. If this really is one of the last fights of Tank's career, then people are asking, why waste it on a fight like this?
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fighter in our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is a good fight for him.
Tank is in a position where he could be taking fights that would solidify his legacy as one of the greatest of his generation. But instead, he's fighting someone he's already beaten multiple times in the amateurs. A fight that, to most, is completely predictable.
Lamont and Tank have history. What can you tell us about their history and how that's going to play into the fight come fight night?
They got amateur history. They fought maybe 2 or 3 times. Tank being the winner. They sparred a few times. Tank got the best of the sparring. They just bigger and stronger now, you know? Older.
Now, it's some word out there that Lamont say, you know, he got some film that don't make Tank look too good. How could that affect, you know, the outcome on December 14th?
Shit, man. Tank, last 4 or 5 opponents all had film like, about how they beat him up in sparring. If that's the case, that shit happens. But fight night, we all know the outcome.
Roach knows what he's up against. He knows that Tank is faster, stronger, and more experienced. He knows that the odds are against him.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin? Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me. What's he on the game for? Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
But that's exactly why he's coming into this fight with a chip on his shoulder. He's out to prove that he's not just a filler opponent, that he actually belongs in this fight, that he can hang with one of the biggest punchers in the sport.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when 2 dogs get in the ring together, and I'm gonna be the one. Obviously, I'm gonna be the one coming out victorious, and you know, we're gonna put on a hell of a show for y'all. So tune in, about to fight.
For Roach, this isn't just about winning a title. It's about proving everyone wrong. He's already heard the critics say he doesn't deserve this fight. He's seen the fans call this a mismatch. He's felt the disrespect from the boxing world. That's why, at the face-off, he stood his ground. That's why he didn't back down.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
If you were expecting Tank to be emotionally invested in this fight, think again. He didn't come into the face-off looking like a man with something to prove. He wasn't hyped up. He wasn't animated. He was calm, collected, and borderline uninterested.
The back have to get the shot. Everyone stay down. Thank you.
To Tank, this is just another day in the office. This fight isn't about making a statement. It's about handling business, getting another payday, and moving on to the next one. And he's not even taking training seriously. Yep, reports came that Tank was smoking during camp.
It's been to the streets. I know you ain't focused. Tighten up.
That's why I got everybody out of there. That's why I got everybody out of there. Can they see my page again?
Better tighten
Can they see my page now?
Now that tells you where his mindset is at. And maybe that's the biggest problem. Because when the main attraction of a fight doesn't seem all that interested in the fight itself, how are fans supposed to get excited? This fight might not be good on paper, but it's going to be an interesting watch for sure. Roach may not have the star power, but he's going to step into the ring with bad intentions. Adding even more drama to this situation is Floyd Mayweather's unexpected involvement. Floyd and Tank have a history that's as messy as it gets. Once a mentor to Tank, Floyd's relationship with him fell apart, leading to a public fallout. Now, with Floyd backing fighters like Keyshawn Davis and potentially throwing support behind Roach, there's another layer of mind games at play. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.